And what we're going to try to do here tonight, what I'm going to try to do is I want to try to train and give you guys the information that you guys need to go out and build this business right from the get-go with MyFunLife, because sadly enough, most of the people that are probably on this call right now, most of the people that are on this webinar have probably been trained or conditioned for failure. And you know, your mom, your dad, your family, your brother, your sisters, whomever, without knowing it, actually trained and conditioned you to not be successful. Much like one of the largest animals in the world, an elephant, can be conditioned to believe that a small little stake stabbed into the ground with a little string tied to their foot is enough to keep them held back, in the same way that you've been conditioned to be held back in life. And so how do we do that? The first thing we want to talk about today is we want to talk about your dreams. And I know when I was a kid growing up, I remember, you know, I had a wild imagination. I loved playing Army guys. I loved, you know, race cars, all this stuff. And I remember when people would ask me, what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to be when you grow up? I was always, you know, I want to be a fireman. You know, I want to be a race car driver. I want to be a, you know, gazillionaire, you know, have all these businesses, have these jets, fly around the world, do all this stuff. I mean, those were your dreams, right, when you were a kid. Somewhere along the line, what happened, though? Along the lines, you know, you'd go and you talk to a friend or a family member about an opportunity, and what would they say to you? Say, you know, that doesn't look very good to me, right? Chink, there went part of your dream, right? And started, you know, whittling down at your dream or chipping away at your dreams, and then eventually what happens? You start having small dreams, and small dreams have absolutely no power. Small dreams don't make it to where you go out and build a big business, okay? You never heard of a guy building a huge business with a small dream, all right? You know, it's like, hey, I want to open up a nut cart on the corner of 5th and Elm, okay, selling, you know, hot nuts, you know, cooked nuts or whatever, right? Okay, if that was your dream, that's a pretty small dream, right? You know, people that go out and build big businesses, they don't start with a little nut cart business dream. They start with a great big, huge business dream, and that's what propels them to go out and build it. I know for myself, I like to have on my wall, I like to have you know, photos of things that I want to get, things that I want to achieve. You know, I remember here a few weeks back, I drove by a house and I saw this beautiful, you know, $10 million home. Grab the flyer up on my wall. Okay, am I necessarily going to buy that house? No, but the dream is there. Okay, I'm dreaming about buying that house. Maybe I don't get that house, but I get a house that's just like it or better. Okay, and you know, if I'm talking about a $10 million house and you're thinking to yourself, that's a lot of money. You can't possibly buy a $10 million house. Okay, well, that's an $80,000 a month payment approximately, maybe less. Okay, there's people in this industry that make $1 million a month. So my I guess advice to you, if that's your thought, is to get your dreams up. That's your first indicator that you're not dreaming big enough. I want you guys to explode your dreams. Start imagining all the things that you can do when you develop your MyFunLife business. Okay? And how do we do this? We find our why. You know, every day people ask me, how do I do this? How do I go out and market this business? How do I get people to come to the opportunity webinars? How do I get somebody to take a look at the business? How? The question they should be asking is why. Because reasons come first and answers will come second. And if your why is big enough, if your reason for being involved in this business is big enough, you will get up in the morning to work with your team on the other side of the planet, okay, in Singapore or wherever they happen to be. You'll stay up late at night to work with your team over in the UK, okay? You'll do the things that you need to do in order to be successful. And what's a strong why? You know, I ask people, why are you in this business? I want to make money. Well, that's not a strong enough why. You can make money doing anything. Getting a job, you can go and make money, okay? Why do you always go to your job? Because you're afraid if you don't go, that you'll lose your job and you won't get a paycheck, okay? That's your only reason why for going to that job. Was that enough for you to be successful at that job to go out and make $1 million a year? Probably not, okay? So we got to go out and we got to find our why. What's a good why? Your family. Maybe your why is you want to bring your mom and dad home from the nursing home so you can take care of them in their old age instead of letting strangers do it. Maybe you want to send your kids to the best private schools that money can buy so they can get the best possible education. Maybe you want to help your family to go out and build other businesses, help build their dreams. Okay, maybe they're not related to networking. Okay, you want to help them to go build their dreams. Maybe your dream is you want to just be able to, your why is that you want to move out of the neighborhood that you've been in because you've been stuck there the last 20 years for financial reasons, and you don't like being in there anymore. Maybe that's your why, but your why has to be powerful. The very first thing you guys need to do when you're looking at this business or anything you do is ask yourself, why am I doing it, and figure out the reason that is going to compel you to go build your business on a daily basis. Right there. So if you can figure out this right here, your why, this will determine the magnitude of the success that you have in this business or any business that you're ever in. The next thing that we want to talk about is law of attraction. And, thoughts become things. And, you see here, we've got a photo here of Steve Jobs. And I love this because when I think about it, I remember, and I was actually talking with a gentleman yesterday, matter of fact, last night, and he was telling me a story about Steve. And he was talking about how when he was let go from Apple, and then he went over and started Pixar and developed that company. And of course, Apple brought in another guy and to run the company, and that company went, Apple went face down. Okay, they were like they're going out of business. Okay, within like a couple of years. And anyway, they decided to bring Steve back to Apple, and Steve wrote his own ticket. He said, this is how I'm going to run the company. Okay, because I'm the guy, I'm the idea guy to change the world. The idea came from him to change it. It couldn't be done by anybody else, okay, at that time. They needed Steve, all right? Well, his one idea of how to build Apple, how to bring simplicity. That was the whole thing about Apple, is bringing simplicity to computers, and that's why it made it so wildly successful. Why Apple changed the world, guys, by creating a simple way to use computers, okay, a simple way to use a phone. The same thing. That's why everybody duplicates and copies them with the apps and everything else. That is the idea that changed the world. I believe that he changed the world with that one idea with Apple, just like you can change your world with an idea, okay? The same thing. Focus on your goals. That is the millionaire mindset. Because when you go out and you create that goal, and you go and you focus on it, and you focus your energy on it, you pour in positive energy into it, you will get that goal. Let's talk about attraction. You can attract positive energy to your life, and you can attract negative energy to your life. And I've got a family member, and she loves to go on Facebook and really talk about everything that's going on in her life, and it's always, almost always, 99% of the time, I would say, negative. And it could be anything. I remember one time waking up, it was like 10 o'clock in the morning, turned on the computer, and there was a little thing, said I had a message or whatever, or some activity on Facebook. Went over, checked it out, and it was her on there, and she'd written, it's, this morning I woke up and I thought it was going to be a great day, but then XYZ happened, and now it's just a horrible day, and it's ruined, right? I'm like, wow, it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. Give it a little bit of a chance, right? Well, I guess the point of that is this, is you can either draw in negativity to your life by putting it out there into the universe, putting it on Facebook, or just thinking it, right? And putting on Facebook or writing it down or putting it in any kind of public domain, that's even worse, because you're actually attracting more negativity. And what happens when you post something negative? Other people chime in with, yeah, I'm having a bad day too, okay, and all these other things. And so all of a sudden we have this big, huge negative energy party, I guess is what you would call it. Well, what if you applied that to positive things in your life? What if that same person, instead of writing anything negative, they just wrote the positive things, even if it wasn't anything incredibly great that day? Okay, do you think your life would be different if you're constantly influencing yourself positively? Absolutely. So make sure that when you're building your business, that you're always thinking positive things about your business. If you have a negative thought about your business, I'm going to tell you this. This is a secret to network marketing. Negativity goes up, positivity goes down. So if you're having something negative going on with you and your business, talk to your upline. Okay? Don't ever talk to your downline though. All right? If you're having something negative going on, don't talk to your downline. That's like cancer, okay? You just put poison in the well, and you'll never get it back out, okay? But you can talk to your upline, because that's what your upline's there for. They're there to support you, okay? So now let's talk about the next thing we need to talk about tonight, which is belief level, which equals your confidence. And I like to actually call this faith. And the reason why is because, have you ever met somebody with faith? I can believe in anything, right? I can believe in aliens or whatever, but if somebody has faith in something, aren't they unshakable, right? Can you tell them something or say something to them about what they have faith in that's going to shake them? Absolutely not. And the same thing in this business. You need to have, there's 5 core areas that you need to have faith in or belief in. The company, the industry, the product, the compensation plan, and you. And the first person or the first thing is you. You need to have faith in you. You need to have faith that you deserve to be successful. You see, that's the thing. Most people actually have been conditioned. Remember we talked about this before. They've been conditioned to believe that they don't deserve to be successful, that they don't deserve to have the best things in life. Okay? I'm telling you right now, every single one of you that's out there right now deserves to be successful. Okay? You have the ability to be successful in MyFunLife. There is no other opportunity like it. And when we're done with this presentation tonight, I think you guys are going to agree that there is no other opportunity out there like MyFunLife that you can go out and build right now. And anyone that gets involved, everybody that's out there right now can be successful with this company. So just have faith, have belief in yourself to go out and build this business. That's the first thing. Next thing is the company. You have faith in the company. I am absolutely unshakable. You know, Kurt talked earlier or spoke earlier, said that I've been offered master distributorship positions at other companies. I have last 8 months. One position, over $20,000 a month, guarantee plus expenses, and I turned it down to stay here at MyFunLife. Why? Because I have faith in Dan Edwards. I have faith in the people behind this company. I've known Dan personally for the last 18, 19 years, and I can tell you without a doubt that this company is going to be wildly successful. Why do I know that? Because I know him. I've seen what he's done in the past. I've seen the other companies that he's gone out and developed and what he's done. I was there. I remember. Honestly, I can tell you that I've known Dan from the time that he went from rags to riches, and I saw it happen in front of me. He's an absolutely amazing person. He's put together an absolutely amazing company of individuals within this corporate structure of our company, and this company is going to be a legacy company. This will be the next company that people put in the same name or the same sentence as Amway, okay, as being a legacy company. That is how powerful this company is. This industry. Now, when we talk about the industry, we're actually in multiple industries. We're in the mobile app industry, which Kurt had said was, I think, a $75 billion a year industry right now. I think the last figure I had was $25 billion. I was impressed with that. 75, absolutely amazing. But on top of that, we're not just in the mobile app industry. Our products and services, the mobile app industry is how we choose to distribute our products to our consumers. And the reason why is because that's how consumers want to receive their products and services. Mentally raise your hand right now if you use your cell phone to check your email, if you use it to do your online banking, if you use it to go shopping, eBay, Amazon, you got Yahoo apps, you got all kinds of apps. Somebody was telling me the other day they were out with their son and they wanted to go and get a pizza or something, and their son pulled out this app, whipped out about 30 seconds, had a pizza ordered ready to go, and it was going to be delivered when they got home. Okay, people want to use apps. It's a great industry for us to be in. But on top of that, we're in the travel industry as our first industry for our membership. And that's a $6.3 trillion industry. The unique perspective of MyFunLife is this, or positioning of MyFunLife is this, is that while other companies go out and they source a product or a service, right? Maybe they then take that product and they establish a wholesale price. And that wholesale price is marked up from their cost in order to pay commissions to their sales organization, their distributors. Then their distributors go out and sell that product at retail to the consumers in order to make the retail profit plus their overrides and commissions on the wholesale business volume, right? MyFunLife, completely different business model. We sell memberships that give access at wholesale to the products and services that we sell. Completely different. So now we're doing that with the travel industry. That's why you can get those amazing deals on the condos and on the fun trips. But then when we go into the health industry, imagine this. I started in the health industry. Went out, was able to develop an organization of over 14,000 people in a year and a half with that company, and we had absolutely wild success with that. That was with a company that we were selling products. I remember selling shampoo. I think it was $9 or $12 a bottle. I think $9 was my cost. We were selling it for $12 a bottle. Okay, that was shampoo, all natural shampoo. Imagine when MyFunLife goes into the health and wellness industry, and we start offering a $25 membership where you can get wholesale access to the diet products that normally cost $30, $50, $60 a month. you're getting them for $5, $10, $15, $20. I don't know what the price will be, right? But we all know that there's huge markup in health and wellness products. Absolutely huge. When Kurt was saying that we're going to turn the industry on their head, we're going to turn them on their head and spin them around like a top, guys. It's going to be crazy. We're going to crush the competition. There will be hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of representatives from other companies that will join MyFunLife because we are a completely different method of distribution. That's where the industry is, okay? When we talk about, and I kind of laid over into the products also, but when we talk about the products, again, wholesale. Now, our product is what? Wholesale access to the particular industry that we're selling. Right now, travel. Later on, it'll be health. Then it'll be financial services. It could be, it'll be in the energy industry, okay? Electricity, natural gas. How would you like to get paid every single time somebody switches over their gas account or the electricity account, okay, as a MyFunLife member, okay? How amazing would that be, all right? These are the areas that we're going into with our products, okay? And then the industries also. Now, when we talk about the comp plan, you know, I'm a computer guy. I do software development. I program, along with being in sales and marketing and all kinds of other things. But I'm a numbers guy. I love crunching numbers. I love algorithms. And I went through this compensation plan with the fine-tooth comb, and I will tell you this. This comp plan is amazing because of one thing in particular. It works incredibly well for brand new people in the industry to get qualified and earn income right away. It also works incredibly well for people that are veterans in the industry to just go out and just crush it right away. Go out and make a huge income, go out and build their business incredibly fast. It's a comp plan that works for all spectrums of level of skill within the industry. That's what I love about this comp plan. This comp plan is going to do nothing but get more and more powerful as we add our additional products. Because remember, like Kurt was talking about during the opportunity overview, when we come out with a health app, well, now all of a sudden we're going to offer that to all of our current members for the first 30 days for free. We're going to give it to them for free. And they say, okay, now you have to upgrade. All right? If you don't upgrade, then you don't participate in that matrix for that product. Okay? So are you going to upgrade? Probably. Okay? Most people are going to. So whatever you build now with a travel app, when we come out with the health app or whatever apps we come out with, will help add to your monthly income. And you could as much as double it every single time, or the first time that we come out with an app, add another third, you know, the next time we add another app, etc., as we move forward. That is what's going to happen with this compensation plan. It's the only comp plan that I've ever seen that allows you to leverage your current sales organization when we product launch our next product. Okay? Absolutely amazing. Next thing we want to talk about here tonight is prospecting. And your list is your greatest asset. You know, when you're prospecting, a lot of times, you know, people are like, well, I only know a few people. Well, that's okay. You know, start with a few people, but I will guarantee you that you actually know a lot more people than you think you know. The average person actually knows 100 people that they can put down on a list, and you know, people like your hairdresser, okay, your accountant. How would you like to sign up your accountant? And if you aren't jumping up and down in your seat right now, you should be. Why? Okay, this is how I want you guys to think. That they're incredible people to sign up because who do they know? Who are their clients? Business owners. What do business owners know? They know how to make money. They see opportunities. You know, they get it. You know, you want to find people that get it. Okay, so go out there and make your list. Write down all the people that you know, your hairstylist, your accountant, your babysitter. Okay, write down your friends, your family, your acquaintances, people at work. Okay, you know, when you go out and you meet somebody in business, take their card. Okay, this is networking. Go network. You know, you go through your Facebook friends, your email lists, your family, your friends, school, church. You know, when we talk about, you know, a lot of times people say, oh, I don't know anybody. I go, well, do you have kids? Yeah. Do they go to school? Yes. Go join the PTA. Go network with the other parents. What's one of the first things they're going to ask you? What do you do for work? Right? It's a great conversation starter. It's a great way to start meeting other people, and it's a great way to go out and build your business. Now, let's talk about some tools for success. And when you join MyFunLife, we get an entire back office, you know, that is just completely full of all kinds of tools and resources. I've been in the industry. I started about 20 years ago, and I remember that the first company I was in, we didn't even have a website you could get any information on. And actually, to get your organization, your genealogy, You had to call into a fax number and they have it faxed to you, or to a number and then have it faxed to you. Okay, imagine getting 14,000 people on a fax. Okay, that's like a whole ream of paper, right? Okay, well now you just go into your back office, see your genealogy instantly as it's developing. There's all kinds of other tools and resources back there. We also have our lead capture pages, which are part of our Powerline recruiting system, which is absolutely amazing. I've used other systems in the past that are very similar that I had to pay $99 a month to use, and we give it away for free to our members. Okay, we have some ads back there in the back office. Our Powerline system again, Facebook. You can use Facebook to your advantage. One of the things I would say with Facebook, or really any social sharing site, but especially Facebook, remember why people are going there. They're going there to connect with their friends and family and acquaintances and stuff like that, unless you have a special page set up just for business opportunities and that kind of thing. So what I would do when I'm working on Facebook to do any kind of prospecting or anything is I would actually do direct emails to your friends and family and people that you know on there, not blanket emails or posts on your status wall, but do an update, put, hey, I just joined this company, etc. But don't be going on there every 20 minutes, or every hour or whatever and putting up another post. People are going to get ad blindness, number one. Number two, they're going to get annoyed, and then they're just going to turn off your posts, and they're never even going to see them anymore. So what you want to do is you want to just send them a personal email through Facebook. This is what I would do. Send them a personal email and tell them why you're talking to them about joining your business, why you want them in your business. Not about you making money, but why you want them to join with you, okay? And why you think that they would be successful with the business. You're going to get a lot better results doing that. You can also do prospecting cards or drop cards. We're going to have these tools available here soon as well, where you can literally just drop off like a catchy little cards, at like a business countertop, that kind of thing, or over at, you can post them up on the cork boards at the supermarkets, all those kinds of things. They'll have like a catchy phrase related to travel or to making money or whatever, and people grab those and look at them, and they're actually very, very effective. You can also go through your list, of course, and then my absolute two favorite things would be three-way calls and what we call the edification game. And the way this works is like this. If you can learn how to do this, what I'm going to show you right now, and you can master this, you can be an absolute, just a huge network marketer by doing this, because this is all about duplication and about building your business. And so how a three-way call works is like this. You would talk to a prospect and then have them speak with your expert, which would be your mentor, your sponsor, whomever you're working with to help you to build the business. And so the proper way to do that is this. And I want you to imagine, if you will, three circles up here on this screen. And we'll have a circle at the top. We're going to call that your expert, okay? And they're in a triangle, all right? And then the circle in the bottom left-hand corner, that's going to be you. And in the bottom right-hand corner, that'll be your prospect or your friend. Now, between your prospect or your friend, somebody that you know, they should trust you, right? They trust you enough to take a look at something. They're your friend, they know you, they trust you, but they don't necessarily respect your business decisions, because maybe they've seen you get involved in another company before and you didn't have any success, and so they don't see you as being a successful business person in this industry, right? Or whatever. And so they don't respect you when it comes to the business side. Now you might be thinking to yourself, oh, everybody respects me. No, come on. Maybe you went to college together and you were in too many frat parties together. I'm telling you right now, they don't necessarily respect you. They trust you to take a look at something, but they don't necessarily respect your business sense, okay? Now, between a stranger, somebody that you just meet, don't you automatically give that person a certain level of respect? Absolutely. It's up to them, by their actions, by what they say or do, to lose that respect, correct? So what you do is, between your friend or your prospect and your expert, you should have respect. Between you and your prospect, you should have trust. And with trust and respect, we can actually get things done. So how do we do this on the three-way call? Well, what you do is, when you get on the call with your friend, you talk to them, and you start edifying your expert. And that just simply means that you're telling them the good qualities about the person that you're going to introduce them to talk to them about the business. Okay? So you might say something like, hey, I'm going to introduce you to my sponsor or my mentor, Tim. He's been with the business for the last 4 months. He's a Ruby with the company, having fantastic success, growing a great team. And I got him on the line right now, and he's got a few minutes to talk with you. And here, I'm going to go ahead and turn the call over to Tim, right? And you turn over to your expert. That's how you do a call. Now, what happens after you do that? Well, I want you to imagine, here you are down lower left-hand corner. I want you to just imagine like a plant growing next to you. What do plants do? They quietly grow and develop, right? So what you do after you turn that call over to your expert, you're going to close your lips. You're going to listen to what your expert is saying to your prospect. And you're not going to interject. You're not going to say anything, because if you do, you actually take away the respect from your prospect for your expert, okay? And so actually lower the level of respect that your prospect has for your expert because you interrupted or interjected, okay? And so never, ever, ever do that. Just wait until if they ask you a question, if your expert asks you a question, answer it. But aside from that, you just want to listen and quietly grow and develop so that you can learn how to do a three-way call with your team members so that you can be the expert, okay? Now, if you're thinking in your head, I don't ever want to have to do that, well, guess what? You don't have to do that, okay? You can always work with your expert. You can always work with your mentor and quietly grow and develop those skill sets. And then when you feel comfortable to go out and do that, then you can. If you don't ever feel comfortable doing it, you don't have to, okay? That's why the system's in place. Now let's talk about fortune is in the follow-up. Absolutely. When you're marketing online especially, and also when you're sending emails to your friends, your family, stuff like that, if you don't follow up with them with a phone call or even just a follow-up email, 9 times out of 10, they're probably not going to join the business because they don't think that you are interested enough in your business because you didn't follow up with them, okay? So if you're not interested in your business, then why should they be, right? And so you definitely must follow up with every single prospect, especially those that you get from online advertising. If they send you their name and their email, they want to be contacted, okay? They don't want to just be, put into a funnel and run through the mill, right? They want to actually be contacted by somebody. So contact them and go over the business with them and sign them up in the business. That's how it'll work. If you just let them go off and do their own thing, again, they don't respect you and they don't trust you. They don't have any of those things because they're online. Okay, so they're taking a lot of faith just to send you a name and an email. You need to follow up with them, and that'll earn their trust and earn their respect when you do that. Okay, I hope you guys follow along with that. So that's what you need to do when you're doing follow-up on leads. You need to make sure that you follow up with every single one that you get. Now let's talk about the comp plan here real quick. And like Kurt said earlier, it's all about threes with this company. Get 3 to get 3, 10 times fills your matrix. And you could actually literally do that in 10 weeks. If you went out and your first week got 3 and then did that every single week for the next 10 weeks and they did the same thing, you'd fill your matrix up in 10 weeks. And one of the things we note here is that leaders create spillover while others just hope for it. And I will tell you, you will have so much more excitement, so much more growth in your team if you are actively out there building and developing. Don't ever get into a phase where you're like managing your team, You're expecting them to go out and recruit and develop and build their organization. You always want to be out constantly recruiting, okay? I guess they always had to think, always be selling, right? Always be recruiting, okay, in this business. Always be recruiting. Don't count on overflow. Be the leader. Be the guy that creates overflow. I love it when I sponsor somebody and that person drops down into my group 4 levels deep or 5 levels deep in my group, whatever it is now. I mean, I just love that because that meant that I sponsored somebody that's helping another one of my members in my organization to earn income. Okay, that's a great feeling. That's one of the things I love about this compensation plan, about this company, is how it's structured. And so be that leader. Be the person that goes out and does that. As you can see here, this kind of shows kind of the spillover effect. It's not exactly how it works, but you get the idea here. You're here. You sign up your first 3 people. Sign up your 4th. It's going to go in your first available position in your first leg. If there isn't one available there, then it's going to find the first available spot in the second, etc. And then your second person will go in the third leg, or second leg. The third person will go in the third leg, and then it just alternates back and forth between the 3 legs and dropping down through your organization. So let's talk about Fast Start Club. This is our MAP Master Action Plan. We call this the 10-week challenge to total financial freedom. So first thing we want to do is you want to get into the Fast Start Club with MyFunLife. And to do that, you go out and you sponsor 3 people in your first 7 days. They get you a $25 Fast Start bonus, okay, your first week in the business, and put you into the Fast Start Club. Now, sometimes people look at this and go, well, what's the big deal with Fast Start Club? Well, you get into the Fast Start Club, we're going to have additional benefits, okay? So let's say you're at a convention. How would you like to have preferred seating? How would you like to have, additional benefits, maybe a different, banquet dinner and stuff like that? I mean, those are the kinds of benefits that we're talking about. There's going to be additional perks for being in the Fast Start Club. But really, you know what? I look at it, I'm like, hey, bragging rights. Okay, I got my first 3 people in 7 days. I think that's quite a feat. I think that's a great feat. Okay, I think it's a great accomplishment for people to go do. Get your first 3 in 7 days. And the thing is, if you duplicate that, just duplicate that within your group, it's really not that hard to go and grow your organization really, really quickly. Now, you repeat that the following week and help your 3 get 3. You duplicate that 10 weeks in a row, you are financially free. You're done. So let's talk about the fast track bonus and really kind of how that works with the fast start, with the coded bonuses. So the way it works is like this with the coding. Let's say you went out in your first week and you got 3 personals. Okay, so you got your team and you've got your fast start club, right? $25, so you made $25 that week. Now your second week, you also go out and get 3 personals. Your team goes out, your 3 guys go out, and they get 3 guys each, right? Do the same thing. You get your $5 bonus, your $8 bonus, okay? You're getting your $5 bonus on that week for your first 3 that you did. And so now you're at $15 for coding. Now in your third week, you're now up to 9 people personally. You got 39 people on your team. All of a sudden, you start seeing your your coding bonuses start kicking in here. You got $45 for your $5 bonus, $24 in your $8 level, 0 in your $10 level right now, $69. Fourth week, doing the same thing, going out and getting 3 more. Your team doing the same thing. All of a sudden, you see your bonuses start really jumping up. By your 5th and 6th week, they start getting pretty exciting. You know, you're at $2,235 a week on the 6th week. 7th week, 8th, 9th, $61,000. 10th week, $184,000 and $935. Now imagine this. I know that sounds like a ton of money. It is a ton of money. Okay, this is a weekly coded example here. But at $184,000, would you be excited if you even got halfway there? You know, I think you probably live on $90,000, right? Or maybe you only got 10% of the way there. All right, $18,000. What if you only did 1% of that? What would that be? $1,800 a week? Could you live on $1,800 a week if you're just 1% successful? Okay, pretty amazing. This coded bonus is absolutely going to make a ton of money out there. I know when Kurt was talking about that other company, the telecommunications company that had a coding bonus, they paid on average 11 to 25 cents, okay, per customer. All right, we start out at $5. They created 8,000 millionaires in 6 years. Okay, how many millionaires do you think will be created with this coded bonus when it starts out at $5? It's going to be absolutely obscene, guys. There are going to be so many millionaires created with this, and it could be you. It's all up to you. It's all about the amount of work you want to put in and the effort you want to put forth with this business. So let's talk about the next thing here and get the slide to move forward. And one moment. All right, there we go. So let's talk about our car bonus. And like Kurt had mentioned, we have our first level bonus starts out at Sapphire. That's a $400 car bonus. The Ruby and the Diamond levels have not been announced yet. But I will tell you this, in speaking with corporate, we're looking to put people into exotic cars with our car bonus, okay? Lamborghinis, Ferraris, that kind of thing. And so be looking for exotic level monthly bonuses for those levels as well. Now, like Kurt had mentioned before, the Sapphire level, it takes 1,000 people in your organization. You need to have a minimum of 250 per leg. So you could have 250, 250, 500, or any other combination as long as it's 250 minimum per leg. It can come from your own personal recruiting efforts, or it can also come from overflow from within your group or from up above and into your organization. Now, additionally, Mr. Edwards had announced our Lamborghini bonus here about a month ago, and that's for people that have attained the level of Diamond and have put in 50,000 people. They have 50,000 people in their organization with a minimum of 15,000 each one of their 3 legs. You'll get a title in hand, not a monthly payment. This is an additional bonus in addition to the Diamond monthly bonus. But if you're a Diamond, you can earn a title in hand, Lamborghini, paid for, lock, stock, everything. You get the title, you get the car, everything. That is amazing, okay, on a $25 opportunity like MyFunLife. Now let's talk about duplication. And duplication really is everything. It is the key to the castle. It's how you get a leverage factor within your organization. And I know a lot of times when I'm talking to people that are looking at the business and they first get started, I've had people say things to me like, yeah, I'm gonna give this 6 months, and if I'm not making, a good income, then I'm gonna go ahead and just quit the business. Okay? And I look at that and I think, wow, I go, that's just not what you need to do, because think about this. Let's reverse it around. If your friend came to you and they said, I'm going to open up this coffee shop down at the mall, the local mall. It's about $5,000 a month for rent. We're going to stock it, coffee in it, hire employees, do all these things. And if we're not making money, though, in 6 months, we're going to quit that business. We're going to close it down, scrub everything out. We're going to put in, one of those teddy bear, stuffing things where they make those teddy bears. We're going to try that business for 6 months. If that doesn't work, then we're going to shut that down, retool everything, and put something entirely different in. You'd probably look at them and think, man, you're crazy. You're not giving your business enough time to grow, right? Well, why is it that when somebody gets into a network marketing business, they only give it 6 months? They only give it 3 months, okay? And if they're not making money, then they quit, right? Well, I'm going to tell you one thing. The people that make the most money in network marketing, the people that make $100,000 or more a month in networking, $10,000 or more a month in networking, they all have one thing in common. They didn't quit. They didn't stop. They gave their business time to grow and develop, and because they understood the leverage factor, they understand duplication. And to give you, I guess, an example of this, we talked about the penny double theory. Penny doubled every single day for a month, makes $10 million, right? But the first 3 weeks, it's almost nothing, okay? All of your benefit comes towards the end, all right? Well, your business kind of grows the same way, because as you go out and build your business, your first month, you might only have a few people on your team, right? You're not super excited yet, but you're still out there, you're building it, you're going, you're doing your thing. Now, all of a sudden, those people go out and they start doing the same thing you're doing. They're duplicating your efforts, okay? And then their people do the same thing, and you're adding some more people, right? Okay? That's how a business grows. Every business owner knows that if you hire 10 people, put them out there for 8 hours a day, you're getting 80 man-hours of work. Well, it's the same thing in your network marketing business. You need more man-hours. You need more people doing the same thing that you're doing, the same activities, doing the three-way calls, okay? Bringing people to the webinars, posting ads online, doing all these different activities, putting in the man-hours to help you to grow your business. And so it takes time. It's that leverage factor. It allow your business to grow, because it does. It naturally will grow over time. You'll hit a point in your organization where all of a sudden it just starts growing on its own, okay? It's like if you were to go out and start rolling up a snowball, right? Can you take a big snowball that's like 10 feet tall and push it and move it or do anything with it? No, absolutely not. It's huge, right? But if you start out with a little tiny snowball, you roll it up, it's like 3 inches tall, right? Start rolling it. It's easy to move. You're rolling it. You're doing your thing with the snowball, right? All of a sudden, it's 5 feet tall, and you're still rolling it. No problem. Why? Because it's moving under its own momentum, under its own weight. It's carrying itself. Your team will start doing the same thing when you start developing your organization. You just got to give it time to get there, okay? Allow it to get that leverage factor. So one of the things to talk about is leadership, long-term vision, and having a purpose-driven life. And when I'm talking about long-term vision with MyFunLife, when you're looking at any company that's in a pre-launch stage, as MyFunLife is, you need to lead with vision. Okay, lead with vision. I'm going to tell you right now that the people that will be the most successful in this company, people that have the most success in this company, will be the people that are building it today. Because I'm going to tell you, you do have to have vision to build this company right now today. Because is the app out yet? No, the app's not out yet. Is the product available? Absolutely. Are we selling the products? Absolutely. Is the opportunity the app? No, it isn't. The opportunity are the memberships that we sell. That's the opportunity. The app is a delivery method. Okay? So you have to lead with vision. So be out there. Be the leader. Lead with vision with your team. Lead with vision with your people. Now, is the app far off? No, absolutely not. We're talking weeks at this point. You guys are perfect timing right now. First time taking a look at this business, you guys are right at the perfect time to go out there and start building and have all the excitement as we roll into 2014, rolling out our app, doing all these other things. Okay? It's going to be absolutely amazing. But if you lead with vision right now, where can you be in 1, 5, or 10 years from now with this business? Okay? And another thing that I like to talk about with leading with vision, if you're a leader, it's not about the money. And I think you guys all know what I'm talking about. It's about what you can do within your organization. I know for myself, I build my team because I want to change people's lives for the better. That's what I want to do. I want to help them to improve their lives and do it through MyFunLife. I think this vehicle of a $25 opportunity opens up this opportunity to anyone worldwide. In fact, people that are in third world countries that make $200 a month are eating this opportunity up because they absolutely love it because of the amount of money that they can make with this. Absolutely amazing. So, and the amount of lives that you can change with an opportunity like this in those countries especially just blows my mind. So that said, never, ever, ever give up. And I want to thank you guys for being on this call today.